Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Leamy, and today we'll be looking at the topic of investigating patterns on the CSET Mathematics Paper 2, July 2021. So, the first three figures in the sequence of the shapes is formed by connecting lines of the unit length as shown below. We have figure 1, figure 2, figure 3. So they want us to actually find or draw figure 4. So figure 4 would basically be adding a next shape, or in other words, a pentagon or a house to some persons on the sheet provided. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw that. So I'm on to my third and finally my fourth. Then I'm going to draw my apex or my roof, as some persons might say. All right, drawing my roofs. All right, that's going perfect so far. And I get a whopping 2 marks for this smaller, simple diagram. Now on to part B. We want to find out these blank spaces. You want to solve them, and we get a 6 marks when we finish with that. So, I mean, we're doing an investigating patterns question, so there must be a pattern in all of this. So we have figures with column 1, column 2, number of lines, and column 3 is perimeter. So if you look, you see a difference of 5. So if I add 5 to 6, I will get 11. And if I add 11 and the 5, I'll get the 16. So in essence, there is a pattern of a common difference of 5. We multiply it by n. Now, n is equal to 1, 2, 3, n, and so on and so forth. So for this first one, I need to see what else I do to that 5n to make it 6. Now, if n is equal to 1, 5 times 1 is equal to 5. But I want to get 6. So what do I do to that 5 to get 6? I'll add 1. So my formula now would be 5n plus 1. And that's my general formula right here that I put at the bottom of the screen. So it actually can fit any one of these figures to get the number of lines. For this one, I have part 1, I have 5 times 5 because n is 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. And I get 25, and I'm going to add it to the value of what? The value of 1. So now I get 26. So this is actually 26 right here. And let's say I want to find the part 2, the first one in part 2. I need to find that. I need to use the same formula that I have in column 2 to get that answer. And that's what we're going to do right now. We have 5n plus 1. And it's equal to how much? 66, this one right here. And we want to find the n. So we need to get rid of this positive 1. We do the opposite of positive 1, which is basically subtracting 1, or the negative of 1. So negative 1 on both sides. These will cancel. So now we have 5n. 66 minus 1 is 65. To get rid of the 5, we need to divide both sides by 5 because the 5 is being multiplied by the value of n. Remember, we always do the opposite. So n is equal to 13. So this right here is equal to 13. And we're going to continue to find the pattern or the general form for the perimeter. Again, there is a pattern. What do you do to 5 to make it 8? We add 3. What do you do to the 8 to make it 11? We add 3 again. So the common difference is what we write down first, which is 3. And then we multiply it by the figure, which is in this term, n. The nth figure. We're trying to find a general formula to suit the parameters. All right, so now we have 3n. So if I multiply the value of n to be 1, 3 times 1 is 3. But realizing that the perimeter is equal to 5, what do I do to that 3 to make it 5? I'll add 2 to that figure. And that is my general formula. So now I can actually get this one. So this would be 3 multiplied by the value of n, which is 5. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 1 is 17. So I get 17 right here. And what about this last one that we have? We do the same thing because we have the general form. So 3 multiplied by n is 13 plus the value of 2. So 3 times 13, is 39 plus 2. That gives us 41. So all of that table was for 6 marks, and the diagram that we just drew above is another 2 marks. So that's 8 marks. And we have our next 2 marks to get. So we'll get 10 marks when we finish with this question. So I want us to remember these 2 formulas because they will be in the next question that you see on the next slide of the screen. All right, that's part C. Remember, for the second column, the number of lines, we had a formula of 5n plus 1. And for the perimeter, we had a formula of 3n plus 2. They said we should find the difference. So finding the difference means we'll have a subtraction sign. So let's expand and simplify. Negative multiplied by everything in this bracket, in the second bracket. So negative times 3n is negative 3n. Negative multiplied by a positive 2 is a negative 2. Then we'll actually group like terms. So I have a 5n minus 3n, not 3n, minus 3n plus 4 minus 2. So 3n from 5n is 2n. 2 from 4 is positive 2. And that is how we got our full 10 marks for this investigating patterns on the CSET Mathematics paper, paper 2, July 2021.